Mama! Mama! Mama!
What?
My name is Jeff.
Hey guys, this is video 4 of 7 on Extreme for the Hatred walkthrough. This is the train station. It's a level with probably the least amount of side quests that you can do. The first thing you want to do is make the train crash. All you have to do is go into the first house that you see, go up the stairs and press E, and a train literally appears out of nowhere and will crash, and that gives you a respawn, and that's your first side quest. As I make my way to the second side quest, you'll notice that I kill a lot of the civilians on the platform. This is because there are a lot of civilians gathered all together, and on the next side quest, killing the weapons traders also counts towards completing the killing of 100 people at the train station. So it makes it easier and it makes it shorter to actually just kill all the people on the platform as you make your way. It's not something you need to do, but it's something I would recommend. Alright, so as I make my way to the second side quest, I go from the bottom. You can go from the top too. I just go from the bottom. I feel more comfortable going from the bottom. You notice a car will come up. You can throw a grenade if you have a grenade. I toss a Molotov towards the car just because it's pretty easy to work your way in. Just be careful as there are Uzis in here. Uzis are the highest amount of DPS in the game, so be careful. There's also some armor sitting on the table, so if you want a Rambo, you can just hop inside, grab armor. I don't. I walk around. One of the easiest ways to actually do this, especially on Extreme, is to shoot the explosives, because hitting the explosives from either side will kill most of the people inside. So that's always an easy thing to do. I, for the most part, like taking my time through most of it. Also here, I get stuck doing this mission. This mission's, for whatever reason, glitched, and sometimes it'll take longer to complete the quest even after you kill everybody. So I just sit around waiting for it to say that I killed all the weapon traders. You also notice this is one of the only places you can get a flamethrower. And this level, at least, is the only place to get a flamethrower. So if you want to have some fun, you can take it. I do. And just keep in mind that picking up the Uzi, even giving it the highest DPS in the game, shares the same bullets as the pistol. So you have to pick one or the other, and then you're basically done, excluding the last primary objective, which is leaving the train station. Alright, so here we are at the final objective. Even though it says leave the train station, no matter what you do, being in this building will trigger the event for law enforcement to come in. Most of them are cops, and then they'll switch to SWAT and the military. I'm pretty inexperienced with a flamethrower. I don't get to use it much, so when I use it here, I use it really like an amateur, or amateur-ish I should say, and I just make a mess out of the place. I burn the entire place before I get my footing, but you really don't even need to use a flamethrower. You can just pick these guys off the door with a pistol as they come through. Either or. One of the biggest things to keep in mind is if you want to play it safe, there's a lot of civilians outside of this area, so you'll see me go back and forth. When I go back, it's just to gain some health and come back for the firefight. So remember, even though the AI is pretty dumb, they do like to flank a lot, and sometimes you'll just be put in a bad position where they'll kill you, and sometimes their accuracy goes from shit to really good, and usually at the worst of times. So for the most part, I sit as close as possible to the door, back up as they start coming in, as I need to reload as the amount of the enemies start to rack up against you. And yeah, so for the most part, once you're done with all this at the very end, all you need to do is just run out. There's going to be a Hummer truck at the very end of this. You do not have to worry about it. Wait for the Hummer to actually finish off the machine gun rounds, and once he stops, he needs to reload. You can just sprint past him and finish the level. So I'm going to fast forward through the rest of this level. There's really not much to it. You'll just notice that I'll sit in the back instead of just rushing back to my position as the military guys start to flank, as they start to be all around. Remember, just crouch and play it safe. There's no reason to rush. This level you can get done in about 10 minutes for the most part. But always remember that these guys, especially when you run to gain health, will come around and they will be in positions that you don't expect them to be in. So for the most part, like every other level, just take it easy and you should be all set.
They're beginning to weaken. Sending an army to fight me. Good. More corpses. Time to head downtown. Soil is hungry, and Soil is also thirsty.